No. Oh yes,
Word?
Travis Rudolph. Travis Rudolph. Yes, I couldn't read that. Yes, yes, very familiar.
She is a terrible liar. Middle first. That's just crazy. Please go shoot his
Isn't it
shit up.
true that you were the first person to become?
And then the other text message, because they went off the fact she said, please go shoot his shit up. And then the other person she was texting said, such and such is a dead man. A dead man walking. Travis is a dead man walking.
Physically violent when Travis and not the other way around?
No,
Not at all?
something or show me something if I can't recall the exact steps of the moment.
Okay, so you were the first one to become physically violent with Travis, not the other way around. Answer, correct.
That's correct.
Remember that? So you smashed his iPhone not out of anger, but because you were hurt?
Yes. And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
You just sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
Correct.
Let me tell you what the shit is.
When you're angry, you say things. I'm sure everyone in this courtroom has said something when you're. I'm trying to speak. If you want me to answer your question, you have to let me answer your question.
So if you were responsive to my question, I wouldn't have to.
All right. Answer the question, please.
Okay. Can you repeat your question?
Question was shit. What does shit mean in the context of that text?
Anything but him.
Okay. So it could have been his brother.
No.
It could have been the house.
Nothing violent toward a person.
It could have been his mother's house, right?
I was upset and my adrenaline was running and I said something that I didn't mean. That's the bottom line of that. I didn't mean for my brothers to do any of that. That's why when my brother left the house, he did not have a firearm on him. People say things when they're upset that they don't mean all the time. But since the situation has happened, it obviously blew up 20 times more. But I didn't necessarily mean for anything to happen to Travis's family, his house, or anything. It was like my second home. I would not want anything to happen there.
All right. And he never raised a hand and touched you, did he not?
Yeah, he was raising his hand the whole time, like grabbing me, pushing me back. Yeah, the whole time.
Did he punch you?
No, he didn't punch me.
Did he slap you?
No, he didn't slap me.
Did he pick up any objects and hit you over the head with them?
No.
So
Y'all see this, man? Did I hear about it?
Yeah, I saw in the verdict. I'm glad the verdict came back the way it did today. I'm very happy.
Yes, he was not guilty.
Yeah,
Now, mind you, one boy got shot, one boy got killed. The altercation was the altercation. And she sent her brothers. They called their friends. They jumped him and his brother. And then he got loose from getting jumped, ran into the house, got his AR. And then he actually didn't shoot one of them that was standing next to his mom, even though he thought that dude brandished a gun at first. And then his brother was down the street still fighting two of them. And he ran down the street. And then some of the firing started. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was 84 shots fired. A lot of shots, but one of the boys did actually get killed. But I just want to get y'all thoughts on this, man, because I think it leads into maybe one of the questions. But what do y'all think about this situation? So I pretty much share my sentiments in the scrolling question / comment.
I think she's a disgusting individual. I mean, that's just the long and short of my response about her. And I already said too that I'm happy that he was acquitted of the charges because they had him with some serious charges that were unwarranted, in my opinion. But she is. This is the kind of female behavior that men talk about, and I can't stand it because they'll use her as the standard of saying, black women this and black women that negatively. But she's a disgusting example of a human being to do what she did, hit him like the way she did. and then have people come. Yeah.
Hmm.
Just to clarify, because this is the first I'm really hearing about the story. So the individuals, her ex-boyfriend or whatever it was, one of his people shot one of her brothers, and he was the one that was acquitted.
No, I don't think it was her brother. It was one of the other guys that got shot and killed.
Right. But she called her brother, and he brought his friends. So her boyfriend at the time, next NFL player Travis, as you saw her punch him, beat him up, whatever, and then she was texting. So they had an argument, and then that's how.
Mind you, so she went through his phone. He had a text with some other girl. Mind you, she's married. Yeah, she's married. Doing all of that, punched him in his face. And then because he pushed her off, she said he tripped her and threw her down. You don't see that in that video. She called her brother and say, shoot his shit up. Like bullets got a name on them. Like you could put house on a bullet and then it's only gonna hit the house. With his mom and his mom's house at that. And then you heard her testimony. And now mind you, they're trying Travis. She's not on trial. The brothers aren't on trial. But one boy is dead, one boy is in the hospital. So I just want to get y'all feedback on this.
I mean, I think we all come from a don't start no shit, won't be no shit culture. So they went over there looking for the smoke and they got the shit.
You think he was justified?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely justified. Absolutely.
Now, what do you think about the fact that he ran about I think it was like 50 feet or so because of where his brother was. But he didn't start shooting immediately, but his brother was down there.
No, he was going to defend. Go ahead. I'm sorry. No,
but then he shot up the car after.
I think they got him on. They got him on that part because they were in the car driving away. I think that's why they kind of got him the way they did. I think because he went kind of shot after the car, from what I read.
Yeah, he said he stopped shooting until there wasn't he no longer perceived a threat.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But he said they brandished weapons, but he didn't shoot the boy who he thought initially had a weapon because I think he was standing close to his mom, maybe something like that.
Was this car driving at him or were they driving away?
Trying to get out of there. But he was acquitted today, though.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I think I didn't know the story though, but I think that's where he finds himself in some trouble shooting at a car driving away. But at the end of the day, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Don't come to my crib looking for the smoke. You're gonna get it.
And real quick with her too. Real quick about her. How you look? I didn't know she was married, but I always said this: if you look for something, you're gonna find it, and do not bring it to my face. You went looking for it, you found it. Don't you ask me about it. That's my biggest pet peeves. Do not do that. Like she was looking for trouble, and she's married. She's disgusting. Okay, I'm done. I'm like on the rant. I'm being soft today.
See, my whole thing is this though. Like, as I look at her, I see the epitome of the female narcissist. Like, it's mental health that normalized that we don't see a sick person. Like, we don't understand when people are sick when we see that shit. Like, none of that is normal to me.
No, I think we give them a out when we keep calling people sick.
She looked like she didn't take anything serious, though. Like, I felt like she was being sarcastic and she was being smart. And I think because, I may have done this, I may have done that, but in her mind, it may have been, well, I didn't pull the trigger. And then there are people who know that when you say some shit to your family members or whoever it is, they're going to come. They're not going to play about you. So she knew what she was doing. So for you to be like, shoot this shit up, you know who you sent that message to. And you know they were going to come and defend you by any means necessary. Unfortunately, it didn't work out in their favor.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I didn't know all those details about the story.
And I think that lends to the bigger issue too. I don't know what questions you're going to ask after this, but yeah, she had that behavior because she knew that she was going to get a certain outcome. So that lends to the bigger issue, as far as with women, do they feel like they have an extra leg up, in the eyes of the law when it comes to these types of things? And, I'm definitely glad that the brother got off, but he had to have so much evidence and so much stuff on his side. If he was missing one or two things, he would have been locked up for life. So, I don't want to jump ahead of what your question is, but I'm pretty sure that you're gonna allude to that.
No, yeah, I was thinking so, but I'm I'm not quite sure if I wanted to loop to women kind of having an advantage and maybe not being held accountable in the same ways, especially in the courts. Because I don't know if that necessarily aligns with the tagline, but I think that's certainly a topic that we can address.
Okay.
I was about to. Now, one thing I think that was on his side, he's in Florida though.
I was just about to say that stand your ground stuff. I was about to ask about that.
Mm-hmm. I think the ill part is, and I want to make sure Q could finish her thoughts. I feel like if he would have came out the house shooting, there wouldn't have been no discrepancy. I think it would have been stand your ground, especially how the guy knocked and with the text messages, because he chased them after they fled, kind of, where they weren't an immediate threat to him, but they were a threat to his brother because his brother was still fighting. And then what's crazy is one of the boys ran off after, like right when he had his gun down there, and his brother chased the other dude. So he called his brother a lunatic. He like, why are you? His brother went outside by himself before he even got outside with the gun, and then chased the dude once his brother came with the gun. You know, he called his brother a lunatic on the stand.